ladies and gentlemen, a huge hello to you. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Welcome to another episode of podcast Jana Talk. Today I'm really excited because today a truly unique guest and his truly unique story, because he turned burnout into a breakthrough, and also he totally changed since then his lifestyle. In 2022, he experienced a really burnout, and then a few months later, he packed his backpack and walked 800 kilometers across Spain, the Camino de Santiago. Nowadays, currently, he moved with his wife to Tenerife, where they live happily. It's like really they fulfilled their dream, lifelong dream. And also, he is also a founder of the Cryptopreneur company, where he is really helping businesses, startups, and all entrepreneurs to understand crypto and safely to invest into crypto. And also, he is amazing AI consultant in company Consulting, where he is helping people, companies to understand AI and to use it efficiently in their businesses. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome my today's amazing guest, Andreas Höfelmeyer.
Wow, hi, thanks.
Welcome.
Wow, I'm speechless. First of all, to hear the introduction, then I was thinking, wow, is that my life? Is it about me? But yeah, I'm a little bit getting red here.
At the beginning, before we jump into Camino de Santiago, how do you feel living in amazing island in Tenerife?
Yeah, how do I say that? Yeah, it is still amazing. We still appreciate it every day. And yeah, absolutely. You wake up, you see the sun. We have a dog. I take the dog every morning for a walk through the mountains. You see the sunrise. Yeah. You're grateful even in the evening when you see the sun is going down, you see the ocean. Yeah. You're grateful. Yeah. So yeah, we are absolutely happy that we did the step. Yeah. This is exactly what you said in the introduction, the breakthrough. The breakthrough was not only from the burnout, but the breakthrough was also out of your comfort zone,
Yeah.
doing what most people are not doing, emigrating to another country, and then, yeah, we will see. So this is also a breakthrough and a great relief. We are so happy that we did it.
Yeah. So, you at the beginning, I know that probably that the burnout was at the beginning of all.
Yeah,
Sometimes we have to sometimes experience the downfall to rise again,
yeah.
steadily up. So that's, I think, your case. So, how did you decide and when about walking Camino?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. 2022, I got a I got a burnout where I couldn't work for almost a year, and yeah, maybe you see that in the background. I read a lot of books also about mindset, and yeah, you know that it is a sign. When you have a burnout, it is a sign that something was not going well, and now we have to, if I don't stop, so my body says, okay, stop. We stop here. And so that was a sign. I was aware of it. That was a sign. But yeah, what does it mean, the sign? What was it for a sign? What do I have to do? So that was, yeah, the part you had the burnout. You had no direction. I said that in my burnout, I was with a boat on a big lake with a lot of fog, and you don't see any direction. You are alone and you don't know where to go. So that was me in that time. And now, because of reading the books, I thought, okay, this is my time now, my quality time to look out. What is that for a sign? It took a while and nothing really happened. And then, yeah, by accident, I found an education for NLP, neuro linguistic programming. And that was very interesting because in the books you see all the wows and what you can do with your mind and what does it mean, and how that you get better from health with the right mindset. Yeah, but none of the books were really written how do you do that exactly. So, and I thought, yeah, maybe NLP shows me the way how to do it. And yeah, so I did that. In my burnout, I asked my employee, and they said, yeah, of course, that looks good for us. So yeah, you're allowed to do it. So I did it. And it helped a lot. You understood your mind, why you're reacting like this, how you're talking. So you learned a lot. And there was one special exercise. Yeah, I said that in the beginning. You got a measure band from like IKEA, something like this. So measure band from a meter or something like this. So. And then the coach said, okay, now you have to fold it or to do divide it at the, yeah, what is the average lifespan of a male? Around 80 years. So he said, so cut it at the point of 80. So, and then now look, how old are you? Now, I wasn't that time old. Let me think. I think 46, so something like this. So, and then I have to fold it at 46. So, and then he said, so now hold it in your hand. And now what you see is your remaining life. That's it. So, and that was for me, that was really powerful. I thought, okay, what I'm holding now is my entire life or my remaining life. And then I thought, okay, I have to do something. And maybe that was my aha moment, because then I thought, okay, now I do the things I want to do, not waiting maybe at the end of the measure band that I have maybe time to do it. I want to do it now, because next year I can put another centimeter away from the measure band. So I thought, no, that was really for my moment where I said, okay, I have to do something. Yeah, and then the Camino came. That was always on my bucket list to walk the Camino. But yeah, to be honest, Camino 800 kilometers. These are 5 weeks.
Oh
When
yeah.
do you have time to take a pause from 5 weeks or maybe 2 months to do it? If you have to work, yeah, you can ask. Maybe I want 6 weeks off. So I thought, yeah, but this is in the right moment. Maybe this is my sign. I'm not able to work. So maybe this is my sign. I asked my employees that, yeah, this is the thing. And I heard a lot of good stuff also about Camino, mindset. Then you get maybe your purpose back, and or you find your purpose. And I said, okay, we agree. You can do it. So, and then I said, okay, now I plan it.
This is amazing. Before
Yeah.
we go forward with the Camino, because
Yeah.
that's really today's huge topic, and you are really adventurous, 5 weeks of walking, 800 kilometers, and you did it twice now for the second
Yes.
time with your son, which is really amazing and incredible. But before we go just shortly
Yeah.
to the burnout, what signs did your body give you, and also what signs did your mind give you before the burnout appeared?
Now, to be honest, that was already my second burnout. The first burnout was really physical, that I was not able to do anything anymore. And this one, that was more mentally. You, I would say a kind of bored out. You are not enthusiastic anymore. You're difficult to now, not to go out of your bed, but I don't have the purpose anymore to go over there. That was, yeah, the motivation was gone. That was really I have to do it. It was more robotic. That was, and then I felt also that I made some mistakes, because yeah, you're not focused. So, and I'm known as Mr. Perfect. Now, yeah, I'm from Germany, so they say, yeah. So I was like something that Mr. Perfect, and that was for me where I said, okay, this is not good. So I put my ladder even higher, my standard even higher to reach it, and then that was the snowball effect, and then it was getting worse and worse because I couldn't reach it anymore, and then my confidence was going down, and yeah,
Yeah,
something
that's
like this.
crazy.
So really mentally down.
But it's as I have said at the beginning, because of the down. Sometimes we need to, even we don't want to, but sometimes we need to undergo the downfall to rise
Yeah,
again in a
yeah.
new way, in a new refreshing way that helps us and also others.
Yeah.
And that's also what happened in your case. So I think this is nowadays I see really many people who suffer or who are also experiencing or have experienced in their life burnout. And so this is really great that you are here, that we can talk about it also, and the Camino, I would say
Yeah.
cleansing journey, because it cleans probably everything, the body and the mind, everything.
Yeah.
So Camino was on your, you mentioned that Camino was on your list,
Yeah.
and so how did you prepare for this journey? Because 800 kilometers, it's not just going around the park.
Yeah, yeah. How that was, I guess that the idea to walk the Camino was begin February, and I started the Camino already in April, so I did not had so much time. But now, first I was looking when to do it, so that was the first preparation, and then I thought, okay, April, May, that is the best time. In the summer, I don't want to go in Spain for 800 kilometers with 30 or more degrees. So I
Okay.
thought, okay, April, May would be the best time. So, and then, yeah, how to prepare. Yeah, you look on YouTube, and yeah, you can see 5 videos and you get 6 or 7 different opinions. So, yeah, but that was what I was good in analyzing, and then I made for my summary, and then I had my package list, and then I went shopping, and yeah, training also. Yeah, but then also, how do you train for 800 kilometers? So yeah, also then you don't have the time. So yeah, slowly, bit by bit, and then walking more. And yeah, you mentioned it. I did it now the second time, and my advice for my son, he was going with me the second time to train, was begin slowly, because you don't have to be on the top when you go, because you're still training during the Camino.
Yeah.
So you have to prepare slowly, because the most important thing is don't get an injury.
Yeah.
Because when you get an injury, then you don't have the time anymore. So it is really slowly but steady
Slowly but steady.
training. Yeah, yeah.
So you were preparing yourself by walking, that you were walking in the gym or in the nature.
Yeah, that's funny also. Yeah, first walking in nature a little bit, or the walking, then to the grocery store, then a little bit more. Then I also had my backpack training with some. I had some cans of milk in my backpack to walk a little bit with some weight. And yeah, but also the Camino is also not only flat.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah, it is not flat as a Camino. Yeah, even you begin walking the Pyrenees. So, and then I was going to the gym, and there you have the kind of a treadmill where you can put a bit higher and bit little bit down. So there I was also training, because yeah, I was living there in the Netherlands, and this is known that it is a flat country. So
Mhm.
training for the mountains was very difficult, very challenging, and you had to be very creative.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, so did you go every day to gym, or did you go for like few, like 5 times, 4 times a week to gym?
No, that was first, that was 1 time a week, then it was 2 times a week, then it was
Oh,
3 times. So what I said, slowly down, but steady, is still a bit more, because your body has to adapt. And that is not possible when you do it too fast. And maybe I'm training for 1 month and then I get an injury, then maybe I'm not able to walk the Camino anymore, or not in that time. So that was really slowly but steady. Really begin with 1 time a week, then 2 times a week, then 3 times a week. Really steady. Because at the end, you have to walk every day.
yeah, yeah, I know, and there are lots of kilometers. Oh my God, you're really, really amazing. Congratulations to do this, and like twice. It's so
Yeah,
incredible. So, so okay, so preparations were like this.
yeah,
What did you take with you?
yeah,
Because also another thing for me hard to imagine is that you have to carry everything on your
yeah,
back, right?
yeah.
So how did you pack your things? What did you
Yeah,
take? You?
this is the best part, a really good part, and also a bad part. The good part is you have everything with you. When I was walking the Camino, maybe after the week 3 or 4, when you put your backpack away and go to shop something, then you really miss it. Then you really miss something because then you're not complete. So the good thing is really with your backpack, you have everything you need. This is the good part. The bad part is, yeah, you have to carry everything. So you really have to make smart decisions what to take with you and not. This is, and probably, and this is maybe one advice, you're always carrying too much.
Always.
Yeah. It is what I had was two kind of socks, two kind of trousers, two kinds of shirts, so everything in two kinds, because one I was wearing and the other one was in the bag. And that's it. And when I arrived, so then I had to clean up everything so that what I was wearing is then the next day in my bag.
Ah, okay. So, that's still very challenging. And what about some more shoes? Because I can imagine that one pair of shoes is not enough.
Now, I was looking on the internet and I found a pair of shoes and that were known that they're very good and they're for the endurance, so that I can take them the whole time. So they cost a bit more, but yeah, better than two new pairs of shoes. I tried it, and the first time that was really, really good. Even after 800 kilometers, yeah, you saw that that I was walking that much, but I could use the shoes. I took them then for walking the dog, and now the second time I said, okay, I want exactly that pair again, because yeah, I was that was a perfect pair. That was from Salomon.
Okay. Valamon or Dalamon?
Salomon.
Dalamon. Okay, okay. It's good to
Salomon.
know. Good to know. So you have only one pair of
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah, one pair.
That's good.
And from the other clothes, every time two pairs. I have sleeping bag because yeah, you have to sleep
Yeah.
somewhere. Something yeah to drink, and then those little things what you need all the time.
What about water? Because and okay, you also needed food, snacks.
Yeah.
So is it the
Now,
whole journey that you are the whole journey in the nature, or are there also?
yeah, I had the first time not. The second time I bought extra a bladder, so I could back and then I could drink here. So that was very good because the first time I had to stop every time, put the whole backpack off, and to drink something. And yeah, that was not working so well. Yeah, it worked, but with the bladder that was even better.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you said you're in nature. How do I say that? Mm, the Camino is you can imagine a map. You have point A, you have point B. Point A is now where you begin. That was for me Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port in southern France. And the finish was Santiago de Compostela. So you have it on the map. You see that on the map. And now, if you use a navigation system from your car, then he shows you exactly the route to drive. And for me, that was the route to go, and that was even called Camino. So, though now I know I have to go walk from this point to this point in maybe 5 weeks. So that was it. And in between, there were villages, there were cities, there were also bigger cities like Pamplona.
Uh-huh.
And I was looking, I guess, more than 140 villages or cities. I crossed more than 140
Mhm.
villages and
So
cities.
many possibilities to shop and to
Exactly.
try.
This is what I wanted to say. So, yeah, to drink, it is the best you carry with you. And the other part, yeah, every 5 to 10 kilometers, you find another village where you can buy something, drink something.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So that's a good thing that you don't need to have everything in one rucksack. So okay. So clothes, two pairs of everything actually. And what
Yeah.
about something like bandage when you you know
Yeah.
the if you hurt yourself
Yeah.
or anything? Did you have something like this as well?
Now I had maybe from these sacks I have two. One for something for injuries, for band-aids, for a cream or something like this. So that was one, and the other one was for hygiene stuff or for
Yes.
toothpaste or something like this. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
I put everything in sacks because of little bags because you don't want to do it every time when every day to put everything out of your backpack and to search for little stuff and then maybe really down you find it. Now therefore I put everything in little bags and then I know okay I put this bag out here it must be in. That's
okay,
it.
this is a great and clever tip. Thank you for this. So walking 800. So, okay, we spoke about the preparations. Then, what did you take with you? What did you pack? So, how did the journey go? Because 800 kilometers is not just like this. So, did you have any crises on the way?
Yeah, in the beginning it was unreal. It was really a picture. I also wanted to go out of my front door at home with a backpack, and then I wanted to go to the train station, and then it took me a whole day. I was leaving maybe 5 a.m. in the morning, and I arrived in Zhangzhou in the night at 9 p.m. So I was the whole day on my way to reach the starting point of the city that was called Zhangzhou Pied de Port. So that was even 1 day travel. And then I came there and it was dark, I can remember, and then I had to sleep in the first albergue with a lot of other people. So that was very exciting. And I was late, so it was dark. Most of the people were already sleeping, so I didn't saw anything, and that was funny. Okay, I could sleep. I get awake at I guess 5 a.m. because a lot of yeah Japanese people, it is what it is. So woke up. So I also had to wake up, and then that was the beginning. It was felt unreal. I'm here at the starting point, and now the journey is going to start. I don't know what will happen. I only knew approximately I'm on my way for 5 weeks. I will have bad days, I will have good days, I will walk in the rain, I will walk in the sunshine. So I knew everything will happen, but I do not know when, why, how much, and that was so unreal. And then it is, when you hear it, 800 kilometers, it is big, absolutely, but you say it also big. But it begins very simple, and in the beginning, you put 1 foot before the other. That's it. And in the base, it is so simple. And this is how you start. That's it. It is not more. It is really, you put 1 foot for the other, and that's it. And then you start. So inside your body, my mind was spinning. Well, what do I have to do? Is this the right pace or not? And you were overthinking. But this is also an advice. Keep it simple. It is only walking. It is nothing more. It is only walking. Your pace. You say how long. You say how fast. It is only walking.
That sounds still challenging. Well, better
Yeah.
because you focus on every step at a time. So
Yeah.
it's like in life actually that every step at a time.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's
I don't
really
know if I can say that, but there during that Camino I got the idea to write a book about the Camino, and that is called the Camino Way of Life, because what you experience in the Camino you can translate into the real life. So what I said, you can have a big goal of 800 kilometers, you can have a big company goal, you can for your life you can have a big goal. I want to move to the States and I don't know what, but you have to start slowly. So first one step in a time, and maybe split it in different stages. First this part, if you've done it, the other part. So, But okay, this is the Camino way of life, and exactly what you said. Begin slowly. Do one step, and you're one step further than the step before.
Oh, that's very nicely said. So when you, we were still speak about the journey, but when you just realized that you walked twice 800
Yeah.
kilometers, um, do you, or did you have the feeling when you, especially for the first time, when you accomplished this amazing goal, 800 kilometers by walking, did, did you have the feeling that you can accomplish anything in your life, what you wish for?
Wow, good question.
Because I believe that you can. When you do this,
Yeah,
you challenge your mind and your body, and you just go. It's definitely a sign that you can accomplish anything.
yeah. It is not so that I had the feelings of wow, now I did it, and now I can everything. But I know the tools how to reach it, because this is consistency every time. What I said, split it into stages. You learn, or I learned so much during the walk. It's so funny. It is a walk, but you learn so many things about it, and exactly what you can translate into real life. So yeah, I am living on Tenerife here right now. So
Yes, I know. It's
I
amazing.
no,
And
but this is yeah, but you learned a lot. And this is also maybe if I can say that when I talk a lot to people, well, yeah, walking the Camino, they think first it is something organized, that you have to be on a certain point at a certain time, and then with a whole bunch of people you walk. Is it organized or not? No, it is not. I can walk the Camino today if I want. I can start walking. It is only walking. Yesterday also people started to walk the Camino. Tomorrow also people will start. So it is not really organized. If you want to walk, walk. It is walking, nothing more. But it is the route to Santiago, and that's it.
you mentioned many things. I'm making note.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure.
About the thinking,
Yeah,
well, you mentioned great key points that one step always ahead, like
yeah,
thinking about one step, and then your journey just passes quickly, hypothetically, and then consistency, that it's important to be
yeah,
consistent as in your any of your goals in
yeah.
or in our life. And the thinking, what about some occasions or some days when you didn't have really the great mood, or the body was painful? How did you deal with your thinking, with your thoughts?
Naja, first, yeah, consistency. So you walk. This is so funny, and I also was looking for my son, because yeah, yeah, he also has to go every day, and also with bad days, and he did it because on the Camino, I don't know what, it is slightly different. You do it, it doesn't matter what. And this is what then pilgrims are. They are doing it. It doesn't matter what. And this is also what you can translate in life. If you want to do something, you do it. It doesn't matter what. You do it. And there was the pilgrims. If it was 38 degrees, they were walking. If it was raining, they were walking. It was stormy, they were walking. It was dark, they were walking. They do it. So, and this is you do it. Yeah, you now you have it about thinking. Yeah, you have sometimes. I had one stage I remember very good. I stood up very early in the morning. It was even dark because I wanted to be before the rain, but yeah, I wake up and it was already raining, and that was raining the whole day. I had to walk a mountain,
Oh,
really, and then rain was coming from above, rain through the wind was coming from the side, and even rain was coming where I was walking. It felt like I was walking a river up because the water was coming down. And that the whole day you were wet, and I was worrying about my shoes, because the next I have to carry the shoes, the one pair again, and I hope that they were dry again. So, and there was not really, was the best version of me, I would say.
Yeah.
So that was really on willpower, walking through the bad weather. And I did it, and the next day the sun was there. My shoes were dry, and this is also maybe a nice metaphor. Sometimes it is hard, but when you push through, the next day can maybe be a sunny day again.
Oh, I like this idea about this thought about it is really nice. Also for the life. But during these difficult times, it had to be difficult. What was the weather like? Was it cold or was it like 25 degrees? Because in cold
Everything.
weather, it would be really not really pleasant to walk in.
Now in the morning, maybe 6, 7 degrees, and it can be, yeah, above 30 degrees. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And the
So
rain?
everything from hot, from windy, from rain.
Yeah, yeah. So every day challenging and every day
Yeah,
different, unique.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
how did you plan the tours? How did you plan the next journey, next day?
Yeah, that was um, in the beginning. I was really, yeah. I'm what you said in the beginning. I'm business intelligence consultant, so I had to plan everything. I really, that was black or white, nothing in between. So I had to plan everything. And now I thought, okay, I'm on the Camino. I do it now different. I tried not to plan. So really, to wake up, walk, and then you see how long you want to walk. And if you cannot walk anymore, then you take a break, or then you sleep, and then the next day. Now I did it maybe for 2 or 3 days. That was great. Um, I also felt the positive side, because yeah, you knew, you met other people and everything. But also for the Camino, I decided to book only one day in advance. So because for me it was nice to know I have something to sleep. Because yeah, if you walk through the cities, and yeah, you have to hope that there's somebody, a bed free, where you can sleep. That was working fine, but yeah, I wanted to enjoy my walk, so I said, okay, I book one day in advance, so then I know, okay, tonight I can sleep over there, and now I can really enjoy the walk. I can take more pauses if I want. I can lay down a little bit, enjoy more, or walk faster. So I was more free. So I planned one day in advance. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. What about mobile phone battery and the charging mobile phone? How many power banks did you have?
I used only my mobile phone for the map, or
Ah, yeah, yeah, right.
to find something to sleep. Only then. For the rest, no phone.
Yeah, that's also detox from from online, from being.
Yeah, because the Camino is the first stage that was, I was going into the Pyrenees, and there the first, they have a tradition to, yeah, to talk who you are and why you're walking the Camino. A lot of people, the majority is there because something happened. For me, that was a burnout, or maybe a loved one passed away, or is passing away, or you are sick, or the person is sick. So everybody has to carry something, and that was the reason why to walk the Camino. And why do I say that now? Because you don't want to be disrupted with other things. You don't want to be on your mobile phone, because you are going the Camino to come closer to yourself, to with that you have time to think. Because in in the real world was the Camino, but in this world, you are so disrupted many times. Even when we are finishing here now, then you have the next thing on your agenda, or you have to do this, or you have to do
Yeah.
this. And there in the Camino, that was just, you don't have to do anything. You have to walk, and then you have the time to think about things. Why are you walking the Camino?
Okay, I love it, and that's true. And 5 weeks of taking holiday and not to be attached to mobile
Yeah,
phones, to emails,
Yeah.
calls. It's really cleansing process, and it I can imagine that it really helped you to get closer to yourself, but also to like purify yourself, your mind,
Yeah.
and also your
Yeah.
body, for
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely. Because here we also have our habits. Most, no, if I don't want to say mostly bad habits, but we have our habits. So and the Camino, you do absolutely something different. So you don't have really your habits, and this is also good part. So you can learn from it, and then you can maybe try to use new habits. And what for me that was maybe if you go on holiday for 2 weeks, so then you also have a little bit more time to think. So, and then maybe you see also, yeah, what did I do the last year, of maybe from the last summer holiday, or how went the last few months, or the last few months were not really good, what I wanted to do. So you have maybe also your thoughts, maybe if you go, but when you do it for 5 weeks, on a certain point, I could really see the whole life from me, from the beginning to the day I was walking the Camino, and then really you thought that, and you could connect the red dots. That was more than only a few months. That was what I could see the whole life, and this is what maybe gives purpose. Then you see how what I was doing. What maybe I didn't. For me, that was I didn't want to work that kind of work anymore. I don't want to do that anymore, because when I look back, when I connect the dots, they are showing me a different direction. But yeah, you got your job, you do it, and after a while you're getting better in it, because yeah, you get used to it, and then yeah, you kind of like your job, because yeah, it feels comfortable. You're confident in it, because yeah, you do what you do, you know what you are doing. So that is, yeah, then you come into such a safe zone, in the comfort zone, and it is okay. So so you don't have the urge to change, because it is okay. Maybe for some people it is good, it is even better, but for most people it is okay. Yeah, I can live from it. It is, I don't have the urge to change. And during the Camino, yeah, not that I have had the urge, but then I saw I was going the wrong direction. The whole life was pointing in that direction, and I was doing this because yeah, it was going comfortable, and then you're getting used to it, and if you don't realize it, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, yeah. And then when you mentioned the NLP, the technique one, when you cut the well, I don't know how to call this,
The measurement, yeah,
yeah, the measurement into more than half, and then you saw the
yeah,
rest. It's really strong imagination that your life disappears in, I don't know, 30 years, 40 years,
yeah,
some or
yeah.
something.
Then you think, yeah, you have to change.
Yeah.
Maybe now you have to change, you want to change, and if you want to do something else, you have to change now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, if not, why do you think you had, but many people have it, so it's not only occasion what you had. Why do you think it takes, I will say like in plural, why it takes people to to undergo such a huge change after a really quite long time? Is it because we do the duties, we never stop and think, we are not as often by ourselves, by our thoughts, and we don't
Yeah.
maybe give ourselves the time to stop and to think? Is it this reason, or is it something else?
Exactly this. We say, yeah, we pilgrims say the real life and the other life, because what you explained is really what we are doing right now. Even you get awake with the alarm, so that means your first appointment, you have to do the first things. You're disrupted the whole time. Maybe you look on your phone, then you see some different things. You have to do this and you have to do that, and you're creating new habits. Maybe not the habits you want to be, but what is the most safe and the most efficient way for you to be, to live. Because everything is difficult, everything is heavier and faster. And so we create smart ways to be efficient. It is not that what we want to do, but this is how we have to do to go through our daily our daily habits, our daily things, what we have to do to be efficient. So we adapt a lot from the outside, because what we have to do, we adapt what we have to do from us. We have to adapt to find the most efficient way to work. And this is also what my example with my work. So that was the efficient way. I feel comfortable. I know what I have to do. So that is easy for me to wake up the next day. I know what I have to do. So nothing bad. But because you are trying to be so efficient the whole time, again, it begins by little step by step, but you're going the wrong direction or another direction. I don't want to say wrong direction. You're walking another direction, not the direction you want to go. And maybe then you need a burnout or something like this, or the Camino, to say, how, what I'm doing. I was walking the whole time, not the direction I wanted to go. Yeah. What happened and why does it happen?
Yeah? I would say, what the fuck happened?
I didn't want to say that word, but exactly. But this is exactly what happens on, maybe not for everyone on the Camino, but for the most people. This is what happens, because then you have the time to think. Then you're becoming really yourself, how you really are. How you really talk, what is really your meaning. Because another example, in this life here, not the Camino life, in this life here, we also have different roles. We play different roles. I don't know if I have, for example, I have an audit yesterday on my work. Now, I'm not working but in that example, there was an audit on my work. So if my kid was asking, hey, how did the audit went? I heard you had it. Then I would say, but I was good prepared and I did my homework and I did everything at once. So you want also to educate your kid. So therefore you say that answer. If your husband is asking, your partner is asking, I heard yesterday you had the audit. How did it work? I was really, then I could say, uncautious. I was not really confident because it was another person and I didn't feel so secure. I'm so happy that it is the same event, but I'm giving another answer. If a colleague was asking, I would maybe say, oh, come on, every time the same thing. Or so maybe you are the next year you can do the. But what I want to say is, the question is the same, the event is the same, but it depends on which role you are playing. Your answer is different every time. And this is what we pilgrims found out during the Camino. And which one is you?
Yeah.
Maybe all three of them or none of them. And this is then the Camino to look, who I really am, what resonates really with me. 3 of the answers or none of them.
That's
what would I say if I would ask myself? This is so it really goes deep. What who you really are, and there you have the time.
What you mentioned, the questions, like one question and 3 different answers, or even more, depending on who you are talking to. And the roles we are having in our life. That's the thing, that even I think without realization, we are in some kind of roles, like work, family, and then it's us. So I think it's a society. No, what do you think about it? That we somehow started maybe in the childhood, when we started to go to school, to play some kind of roles.
Yeah. Yeah. It is maybe, or you want to fit somewhere.
Uh-huh.
No, therefore you say certain things. It is okay. What I said, we find the most efficient way to live to be. Nothing really wrong with it, but my question, therefore we're talking about the Camino, is really to find your true self. And this is the one. It doesn't. If you're happy with your life, with your in your comfort zone, why not? Why not? If you're happy with this. But my question would be, really think about it. Are you really happy, or is it easy to do? So yeah, these are the questions you are asking after. No, not after, in the 5 weeks, and you have plenty of time to think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 weeks is like at the beginning, definitely, especially at the beginning, it's a long journey. So to think about all the things. Did you
Yeah.
have some notebook and pencil or pen to write your notes down, or did you remember everything?
Now, in the beginning, I was using the app Polar Steps, where yeah, that was easy for me. It tracks exactly where I was walking, and when I put pictures, it is exactly there. And my normal day was no, walking, waking up, then walking the Camino, then when I arrived at the Albergue, then yeah, making up my bed so that the bed is done, then taking a shower, and then I wrote my journal, what happened that day, and this. Yeah. Every day I was writing that, or maybe what I was thinking during the day. And the funny thing is, not all the time, but sometimes it happens. And when you did it, you had some questions that day, and in the afternoon, in the evening, you were talking to other pilgrims, and it is, I can say that in a few minutes, different kind of talk. But then you were talking, and suddenly you get an answer to your question, what you are struggling with, the whole. And they say, and this is really a saying in the Camino provides. And it is so. If you have something on your knee, the Camino provides that with something that it helps you. If you have a problem, the Camino provides, gives you the answer. The Camino provides. This is a saying from all the pilgrims, the Camino provides. And this is what also happens when you're struggling with a question, and then you get an answer from another person.
This is amazing. This is
It is.
incredible. This is really, I love it.
It is. Oh yeah, maybe if it is okay, about Camino provides. I had a not bad injury. I really had an injury on my knee. Yeah, it was my knee. And on a certain point, it was getting worse and worse. But I said, pilgrims are walking. It doesn't matter what. So you keep walking. And on a certain day, I remember I was calling home and said, I don't know if I can walk the Camino anymore. I have so bad knee. And really, I was talking to Beata, to my wife, and said, yeah, I don't know what to do. What are the options? I don't want to stop, but I also cannot walk anymore. I was swollen and I could not move my knee anymore. Yeah, we were talking. She said, "Now wait, maybe tomorrow. How it feels tomorrow. Otherwise, you can also put your backpack. You can send it with a kind of taxi service to the next city. So then you can walk the Camino without your backpack." I was thinking about it. So and now Camino provides. The next morning, I wake up. I went to get some breakfast. There was only one person sitting there. Now, in the Camino, everybody talks with everybody. We were talking, and yeah, and we found out that he just he invented a kind of scanner, a pain relief scanner. And exactly, and that night, the evening before, he got the approval from the company that he can test it now on human beings. And I said, here I'm a human being, I have pain. And Yeah, now, long story short, we did it in the morning with the scanner. He did it. I was walking the Camino. From 1 minute to the other, it was not gone, but it was much better. I was walking, and maybe 1 week later, we saw each other again, and I came to him. We were hugging, and I said, "Thanks to your device, I could walk the Camino. I'm still here. I'm still walking." And he found it so amazing. So we made also a video, so a review, because he's just
Yeah,
invented it.
first
So I was
customer. Yeah.
I was the first piggyback of and then I could say that it really was working. So Camino provides. Short
Wow.
story, but Camino provides.
But amazing. Well, now when you're talking, it sounds like, well, it could sound to anybody like it's easy thing, but when you have the injury and you are during the injury, it must be really difficult and hard to continue and to find
Yeah,
finding solutions seems easy in Camino. It's which is
yeah,
amazing. Uh-huh.
yeah. So this is also Camino provides. What I also wanted to say, what I said was talking to people. So we were talking
Yes.
about roles. Um, what also makes it Camino special is you don't talk from a role. It doesn't matter for me when I talk to a person if it is a CEO, if he cleaning up some garbage, or I don't know,
Whoever it
make
is.
it doesn't matter. Most of the time you also don't know, and it doesn't matter because I talk to that person, man, woman, it doesn't matter, but to that person,
Yeah.
not to that role, not to what he's at home or she's at home, to that person. And we were talking really from human to human, without boundaries, without roles, and deep conversations, honest conversations, because there you don't have anything to hide. Everybody is working with something, everybody has an intention,
Yeah.
and this is such an amazing feeling when you talk really from a human to a human. Down, look after what do I have to say or how do I have to say
You
it.
just say to our, yeah, yeah.
Exactly, and the person understands it and is grateful also if you're honest, and the other person, therefore you get the information, therefore you get the answers maybe to your problems.
Uh-huh.
If I wouldn't say what I was thinking about, then I wouldn't get the answer. And this is really, you were talking from human to human. And this is what I took with me, or what I still hold in me, because the humankind are good. This is only the disruption here, what we have to go through, that makes us what we are. But really, the human beings are good. That is so amazing, yeah.
I really love what you are saying and how you are saying it. I wanted to ask you when you met people during your journey,
Yeah.
did you, because the connection I feel was really deep
Yeah.
with some, definitely with some people, did you exchange mobile phones or something? Because I,
We have service still. We
yeah,
have contact. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So some other people. I was walking with somebody from the States, and he even wanted to come
yeah.
this year to Europe, only to walk again with me as a Camino. So yeah, we have contact also from Australia, and yeah, yeah,
Amazing.
really deep contact, and then really from people from person to person. So this is amazing. Yeah.
And that's also another thing when there is this connection and nobody is talking about from some kind of role or society, even if you mentioned CEO or I don't know, cleaning lady, whatever position, because you can do any change in your life, whatever you decide to, and it's really, I would say the connection deeper than usual when you meet somebody in your ordinary, like usual life.
Yeah, I don't. I say that now a provocative way, because what you see in the Camino is really how human beings really are, how the people really are, how we connect with each other, because we want to connect with each other, we want to talk, we are socially, we so when you see this, and then you see the real world, then you see the other world, and then really it looks like a sheep's. Somebody says you have to go there, and everybody is doing it without asking a question why. Yeah, why? Yeah, the other also doing it. And the disruption, not thinking about why, how we do it. But to be honest, we also don't have the time to think about it.
Yeah, that we don't give the time.
Also, yeah, to think about it. Yeah, hey, why I'm doing this? What I'm doing? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely agree. So, was there any surprising moment during your journey? What happened?
I've no so some highlights. One highlight is Ferro de la Cruz. This is an iron cross, and it is meant to be the highest point on the Camino. And the idea is that you take a stone with you from where you live. Mustn't be a special stone, but it gets special, but you have to take a stone. And the idea is you take the stone and you're carrying the stone to the highest point on the Camino. This is the Ferro de la Cruz, the iron cross. And the idea is then you leave the stone behind. So, and this is really an iron cross. So you're standing there and you put and this is more that you carry all your burdens, all your emotions, you carry with you, and you leave it there, and then you're leaving the iron cross relieved.
Purified.
Leave it behind. And that was really a highlight. Yeah, you feel it, the atmosphere. Yeah, some also for diseased people are going over there, but you feel the tension, you feel the sphere, and you feel the goodness from the people. They are connected with it. We were hugging. I was hugging with some people. I don't know even now. I don't know who they are. Yeah, but this is because you're carrying something with you, and this is the point where you relieve everything. And then also on the highest point of the Camino, yeah. But that was one point where I said, yeah, this is a kind of highlight, because after that you relieve it, and then you have the biggest descent in the whole Camino. Then you have to go 1,000 kilometers down. So that was pretty hard. But after that stage, you feel reborn is too much, but you feel you did something. You feel really the relief. What I said, one American guy I was working with, really American guy and big, and he was doing this, and when we was down, we saw each other again. He was crying and hugging, and I was crying the whole time. And such a guy. So honest. This is exactly what I mean. So we talk so honest with each other, and such a guy, and crying and hugging. Yeah, this is the Camino for these moments.
Oh, it's amazing, amazing. And it's I think from this point when you left the stone there, it's like going like a new person, right? The feeling that you left all the burdens behind you and you just walked from it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the point. People who are walking the Camino know that there is the point, and this is the idea. So you take it with you, and then you think, what is struggling me, what is holding me back, or maybe for another person, I walk the Camino for that person. It also can be this, and when you're at that point and you relieve everything, you are there. Yeah, it is amazing.
Amazing. You did the journey. Well, before we go to the second journey, so how was the feeling when you returned home? How did you feel?
Yeah. I answered this question. One thing and another thing. What I wanted to say is another highlight is La Meseta. La Meseta is an area where you walk. This is from, I guess, Burgos to León. These are 200 kilometers. I guess week walk is something like this. And La Meseta is nothing. It is only fields. You were walking in the fields. You can walk for several hours and nothing changed. The scenery doesn't change. And La Meseta is also called losing your mind and finding your soul. Because you're also not disrupted with the beautiful scenery or something like this, or this is really heavy where you have to look, where you have to walk. This is really stupid walking and nothing changed. And that for a week, and this is called La Meseta, losing your mind and finding your soul. Yeah. So that was also a part because of talking about the thinking.
Andreas, during your journey, was there any surprising moment that you came up to ideas how and why you want to change your life?
Oh, good question. I don't know if there was one specific moment. There was one specific moment where I realized that what I'm learning here on the Camino has to be written down. Therefore, my idea to write the book, The Camino Way of Life, because you're learning so many things. But that was maybe half of the answer, because you also said points where I see I have to change. It was maybe the compound of so many little aha moments when you were talking to other people. Also, when I was thinking then on how to learn from the Camino, and then you realized what are you doing the whole time. What I said, then I saw, hey, I can now connect the dots from my youth to now, because that was what I didn't expect it. That was helping people. That was in school, after school, I was helping people with math. I can math, so I was helping other people. So I was playing soccer. I was trainer in soccer. I was coach in soccer. I was emigrating to the Netherlands. I was coach in soccer. So I also did that on my work. I was a trainer. I was also an international trainer. So I was always busy with training, with coaching, with helping. And these I realized during the Camino. At one point we said that now I have the time to realize it. And also, then I saw the big picture. I was, to help people. This is what was my whole life, not working from 9 to 5 and to do what other people say you have to do. Not in a bad way, but that was not for me. I saw, hey, helping people. This is what I, not even what I want to do. This is what I did unconsciously, probably the whole life. So, and therefore I was thinking, I have to go this way further to help people, because I already did it, maybe unconsciously, but what I said, then you're getting your job and then you're going, and step by step you're going another direction. And here I thought, how? No, my direction was coaching, helping, something in that field. So this is what I have to do. And then what I was thinking, I had the time to think, what is the best way to help people? And what is my passion? Because, and then I thought, maybe I can combine these two things. But I guess maybe then we'll come later to that part of what I'm doing and why I'm doing. But these were the moments where I was thinking, hey, this is not who I am. This is maybe who I should be from other people's, or what is expect from me to do. But this is not who I am from my core. And this was a huge aha moment where I thought, oh, this is not really who I am. This is who I act, and that time at work. This is what I'm acting, but not who I am. Who I am is helping people. I also thought I'm what they called introvert when you maybe are waiting a little bit when I'm go to the party. Not I'm the person that here I am. I'm more people who's looking in a corner and looking around a little bit. I thought that was me, but during the Camino, talking to the people,
Yeah.
that was the most amazing part. So really, you realize who you really are. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so
I
this is
agree.
my Camino. I don't say that it happens
No.
with everybody, but it happened to me. Yeah.
I really feel nicely when you're talking about it because it's like refreshing and it's the way how you're talking about your journey. It feels like I was going there too or something. How you are talking about the journey. It feels really alive. That like being there as well. Um, Part of the journey. So I hope that also anybody who is watching today this episode feels the same because it's really an amazing feeling.
Yeah, but
So
so sorry
yeah,
but it is funny, huh? If you hear walking Camino, you also say that 800 kilometers and walking through the Pyrenees, walking through two or three other mountains,
yeah,
bad weather, good weather, and what we were talking about is only nice parts. That does so much the Camino, not over the struggling parts, what everybody expects. This is
oh,
part of it because you have to do it, and this is what I think is because you are exhausted at the end. This is like a skin is going off, and then maybe a little bit more, or like a wall, some brick is going down, and then another brick, and because you're exhausted, then another, and then you're still more open to receive new things. I guess this is part of it. It has to be also difficult to undergo maybe a transformation or to find new insights.
amazing metaphor. And also what you were talking about just now, I imagined like onion and peeling
Yeah,
off the skins or
exactly.
the surface of onion be, before you go into the surface, into the real onion.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, this is something. What are your biggest takeouts from this journey to the everyday life?
And the first thing is the confirmation. I'm convinced that human beings are good in the core.
Hmm.
That is really what I think. The human beings on a core are good people. We are connecting to each other. We are good. This is the number one. We are good. We are acting here other on another way because sometimes we have to. This is not who we are. We are good, but we act different. This is one thing what I take with me, and the other one is do it now. Now, now is the best time. This is also in the Camino, it goes so fast. You have that moment only one time. You talk to the person maybe one time. When you talk to the person, you can have an amazing conversation. You don't know if you see that person ever in your life again.
Yeah,
Maybe it is. Maybe you see the person for the next 3 weeks every day, and
yeah.
it's getting your best mate. It can be, but therefore live in that moment. Enjoy the nature now. Live in that moment. You don't know what is tomorrow. You don't know what's next. And yesterday has already happened.
Yeah.
And we know that from the we even didn't know where we started last day or we where we were last day. And then you realize, look how fast it goes.
It
Look
goes
how fast
faster.
everything is going. So these are the two things. The humans are good and do it now.
Also, I would say what I take as a takeaway from what you are saying is
Yeah,
the talk that when you mentioned that you met many people on the
yeah,
journey, you focused on the good things, and that's something I think is valuable also for the life, both work life but also the private life. That when we think about the positives and more focus
mm,
on the positive things, it also gives us more energy, more motivation, and more, I don't know, spark in our life than just to talk about what negative happened and how frustrated we are and how stuck we are. And then, well, the person is like
yeah,
more and more and more negative, and also the body posture is like this
yeah, yeah.
instead of this. So,
Yeah, okay. Look, we see the difference now from here living on Tenerife and the Netherlands, not only because of the weather, but also because of the people. They are different because also of the weather. They are smiling more. They're looking at the good side. And yeah, the Netherlands, I don't say that everybody is so, but you see that in general, that they are happier here. So focus on the good side, yeah?
focus on the good side. That's very nicely. You went to the journey together with your son for your second time was with your son.
Yes.
How did you enjoy the second journey together with your son?
Yeah. Think the majority of who walk the Camino does it not only for one time.
Yeah.
So if you walk the Camino, I'm pretty sure you will walk it again. You experience such a freedom, such a different life. You want to do that again. You get addicted to it. So I knew that I wanted to walk the Camino again. And I guess I was talking very enthusiastic because my son said, "Oh, I also want to do this." But yeah, then when you can take 5, 6 weeks off, he was on school. So that was different. And last year he finished school. So, and then we said, okay, now you finish school, we have the time, we arrange that, and then we go together. On the one part, I thought, yeah, I don't know how the Camino will go because, yeah, I had an amazing Camino. It is what it is. Maybe every time is something like this. Now, I didn't know in that time, so, but I had an amazing experience. I want to share it with my son because from the inside, and I thought he just finished school. It is the perfect time to get a picture of it, what the world has to offer. Not only where he lives and in the comfort zone, no, really what the world has to offer. Talk to the people from Australia, from Africa, from America, from Canada, from Europe, from to look how it is, how they talk, how they see the world, learn, interact. So I thought this is the best time to do it. And yeah, we arranged it. And yeah, then we went. And also the same Camino, because the Camino, there are a lot of different Caminos. The goal is always to finish in Santiago de Compostela, but they are different. The most important, the biggest one is the Camino Frances. So you start in southern France, but you can also start in Porto, in Portugal, Lisbon, Madrid, where you want. But I wanted to go to the most famous one and where I had these experiences. So yeah, we did the Camino Frances this year again.
Yes. Congratulations. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Now 1,600 kilometers walking.
Would you like to do it like every, I don't know, every few years, such journey?
I would love to do it, but Beata, my wife, said 5 weeks is pretty long, but maybe we can find something so 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, it also like that's the other side. The husbands and wives,
exactly.
how do they feel? But
Yeah,
amazing that you did it for yourself and also with your son, because the bond with you, I think it's also deeper and
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing. You have changed your life completely. You moved with Beata, with your lovely wife, to Tenerife, where you live together. And also you work as a consultant, AI consultant, and also crypto consultant. You help people, entrepreneurs, businesses, but also startups in these fields. How do you feel about helping people?
Yeah. Now, what I said, that was, I guess, my purpose to help people. Connecting the red dots shows me that helping people should be my way. So, yeah. Do I quit my job as I was at home? Was talking to my wife, to Beata, and we decided, okay, we do it absolutely different. So then we immigrated and said, okay, we don't want to have the old habits. We don't have to connect to the other people. We want a fresh new start with everything we learned. So we did it. So, and then we were here now, and yeah, what to do now? I was in the crypto market since 2018. I liked it. Yeah, business intelligence consultant, data analyzer. So I like that a lot. New technology. I did it a lot, and it also went good, went well. Sometimes less, but and I learned so much. And then, yeah, what I said. Then I wanted to combine both, and since 2020, a little bit later, I helped people really to understand the crypto market, to really understand what it is, because yeah, you hear so many things about crypto and it's difficult and spam and bubble, and now I don't want to repeat everything, but it is not really like it is. Maybe they want you to think that, but my mission is to show the people what it really is, because there's a huge misunderstanding and how easy it is to invest on a safe way. Not to be the next millionaire tomorrow, but also not to be bankrupt tomorrow, but on a safe way. Because I'm in the market now for so many years, I created for me a good system. And if you keep in the system of stay in the system, you do exactly these steps, that then you can also make money with it. This portfolio, the right portfolio, risk management. How much do you want to risk? So something like this, really, for the people, not one size fits all. Yeah, you can do my online course and that's it. No, really, that was what I said. The purpose was helping people to understand how to do it. Yeah.
That's amazing. So if somebody, because I will leave definitely your social media and your websites under the link. So if anybody who is watching right now this episode are interested in contacting Andreas, then definitely do it. If somebody wants to start with crypto, or for example, if he will or she will contact you, right, and then you will set up a meeting and
Absolutely. Then we have a talk. Hey, what do you know? What do you want to do? And really one on one. I really want to help the person. So that's my goal. Of course, you earn a little bit, but really to make money, I make money with with my investments.
amazing, amazing. And you are also a founder of Consulting, which is a
Yes.
company focused on AI consulting. So you also help businesses and entrepreneurs to speed up their business, let's say,
Yeah.
because of efficient use of AI.
Yeah.
So how does this work, this project?
Yeah. To close the crypto thing, this is investing should be boring. So then you do it right. Investing should be boring and not a hype, what they always say on YouTube or other social media. When you do it right, then it is boring. So therefore, I have time over. And yeah, I was looking what fits exactly in what could be my next red dot, and it's again helping. It is I love data. I love these kind of things. Yeah, and this is now the new thing, AI. So I was diving in it, what AI is, and yeah, it is so amazing. It really can help you, but you have to see it as a tool.
Yeah.
You screwdriver, you can do fix things with a screwdriver, or you can have an electric one. And this is what I want to say. The AI is more the electric one. You have to do it on, again, you have to do it. I guess it is better because if a machine does the thinking for you, I don't know exactly if you really want to do it. But this is the AI. This is really in my path, and I do it also now for some years already. And this year I'm also getting certified, so that I really to stand out, to see, hey, you're not talking to somebody on the internet who has an app who did everything for you. No, really, I really want on a serious way. I want to help people and not again a hype to sell something on a serious way. Therefore, I'm getting certified this year to show I'm serious, and then I can help you to use AI in an efficient way that AI works for you. So.
Amazing, amazing. And we will definitely do a special episode dedicated or focused on AI. So we can also cover the crypto a bit. So I'm looking forward. So we will definitely let you know, ladies and gentlemen, when this episode will be, but it will be soon. I'm looking forward to this to dive deeper because you are really an expert. And when I was going through your social media, Andreas, you have really, you are creating the also the pictures and the posts. I saw it. It's really, so you have, I believe, plenty of things to talk about when we speak about the topic AI, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. A quick, do you have any before we close today? Do you have any special daily routine? What you started to do after you turned from the Camino?
Oh, this is a good one. Um, First of all, it is really, I don't have an alarm. Yeah, but I have a dog. It's almost the same.
Yes.
So it is almost the same. So no, but really the routine is, yeah, I stand up, and then we go for a walk. Then we are maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. Then we walk in the mountains, and this is really my new routine. Enjoy the day, or how then maybe thinking what I have to do that day, and then yeah, I have my mobile with my, then I talk in my mobile. Oh yeah, then I have to do this and this, and this is a good idea. But really enjoy the environment. I enjoy the moment, and yeah, bit planning what I have to do that day. Then come back, and then drinking coffee with Beata, with my wife.
Love it, love it. And do you have some special routine in the evening before you go to bed?
This is a funny thing. This is what I learned a few months ago. That's called imagineering. Imagineering. So this is yeah, naja, like visualizing, so something like this. So really put a picture of you, or what you want to achieve, or how does it feel, and then yeah. But they called it imagineering, and I like it. So engineering, I have the picture, and I'm creating that.
Oh, so you are visualizing your like
Exactly.
future next steps or future.
Yeah, exactly. And then to go to bed with a good feeling.
Yeah, yeah, love it, love it. Is there some is there some motto you have in your life which provides you, or currently, if you changed a new motto for your life
Um,
or idea?
I used to have it. That was how I do anything is how I do everything. And now I have a new one. Yeah, you cannot see it. This,
Tattoo. Oh,
from
good.
now from the tattoo is a Spanish word, or Latin. I don't know exactly. It's called utreya, and this is from the Camino, and that means go on, come up, push it, go. Maybe that rainy day, go through it. The next day is sunny again. So keep pushing.
Keep pushing this line. Before, but would you like to share some message with the viewers or listeners who are listening or watching today's episode?
Oh, that's spontaneously, but yeah, just do it now. You live only once, and don't regret if you don't have even tried it. You don't know how it works out, but this is life. This is life is to experience. My opinion, life is to experience. Do it. Try it. What you have to lose. This is what I would say, and do it now.
Andreas, thank you so much for being here, for
Thank you.
really such amazing interview, but also ideas and for your openness and really energy and everything. It was a real pleasure to talk to you today.
Thank you. So
Thank
it
you very
was
much.
really, really nice to talk. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for being part of Jana Talk podcast, that you are watching and listening. If you enjoyed Andrea's story and today's episode, definitely share it with anybody who this episode also can inspire and help. I hope that this episode also inspired you to give you a spark to change also your life, that your new journey will start. So thank you also for following today's my podcast, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time next week, and wish you a wonderful evening and wonderful week. Take care. Bye bye.